How's everyone doing? Today I have a Blu-ray update, 4 titles. If you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them. And forgive my disheveled appearance. I just rolled out of bed, but I have a busy day and I wanted to do this video before I didn't get a chance to. Um, so yeah, that's what's going on here. First up is a movie I haven't seen since I was a kid, Prehysteria. I remember loving this when I was a kid, and I still think it's enjoyable, but it doesn't quite hold up to my memory of it. But still, it's a decent, fun family movie. Some quirky little sequences in here. There's one character in here who reminds me so much of a Pauly Shore ripoff. Came around the same time as Son-in-Law, and I think maybe a year after Encino Man. But I kind of forgot about that character. He's only in here in a brief couple scenes. He's the daughter's boyfriend, and it's just he looks like he's like 45 years old in here. But he so reminds me of like a Pauly Shore character during the early 90s. But basically, it's about this family, a single father and 2 kids. This kid was in Last Action Hero. And they get I guess a toolbox mixed up. Or no, it's not a toolbox. It's like a cooler, like a little cooler mixed up. And inside the cooler are these eggs that this guy stole from ancient ruins. And there are mini dinosaurs in there. They hatch. The dog actually brings them out of the shell and kind of starts like a nest, which I thought was kind of cute too. And then they're mini dinosaurs, and it's just a fun time. It's a lot of nostalgia for me, and a nice release from Full Moon. These are all Full Moon titles, and slipcover for it, Blu-ray DVD combo pack. And yeah, they're mini dinosaurs. My one thing about this that I didn't remember how it ended, and I'm watching it now, the ending is like, you kind of want more from the ending. There's a bunch of different things that it could have been a lot better than it is, but it's still, decent. There's some good special features on here too. Audio commentary, the video zone. Yeah, but I think this was a fun time with the little like stop motion effects with the dinosaurs, and I don't know, I thought they looked really cool. And again, I remember watching as a kid and enjoying it. There's actually a couple sequels for this as well. So maybe they'll release like a box set for Prehysteria. But yeah, unfortunately didn't quite live up to my memory, but still a decent family fun kids movie. Next up is Pet Shop, which I don't remember this, but the cover to me just looks awesome. Kind of that retro feel right there. There's some of the aliens in here are Conehead-esque, if you see that right there. This movie was wacky as heck. And it has, I'm trying to find the guy's name on here, Terry Kaiser. He's been in a bunch of different stuff, but I always think of him as Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's. And then he was in Mannequin 2. He's been in a ton of stuff, but he's the father in here. And they're a family under witness protection. They're coming from New York. I think there is this Arizona, I think they're going to. It's I can't remember the name of it. It's Cactus Flats, Arizona. There you go. And a bunch of these kids want like pets and stuff. And aliens come down and take over this pet store. And they're trying to essentially get humans as pets, these little kids as pets. And the little creatures in here they initially take the form of regular human pets, and then they turn into these creatures right here, which look awesome. But the movie itself is just really goofy and quirky, ridiculous. Not that good of a movie overall. It's a weird oddity kind of movie. It makes me think of like Purple People Eaters and stuff like that, but nowhere near even the level of that. Neil Patrick Harris was in that one. I'm surprised that doesn't have a Blu-ray release or even an official release. I don't believe. I have a bootleg from that from like forever ago. I remember watching that as a kid. But yeah, this one right here, again, it was just lackluster. The whole plot, the dialogue, just everything about it. The one girl is like a tomboy. The lead, she doesn't really look like that, actually. There she is right there. She's a tomboy from New York City, and she's a pitcher. She's throwing the baseball around. Of course, there's a kind of a cute little romance right there between one of the kids in there. But the aliens from the pet shop when they take off their head, their hats, their heads are exposed. They look like the cone heads right there, but it has like an extra eye. So that was kind of weird and goofy. But yeah, I would say this one is, just from the design right there, it's an eye-appealing kind of one with the marketing. But the movie itself is just an oddity movie is what I would call it. It's not very good. Next up is Puppet Master 4. It's been a while since I've seen this one. I remember enjoying it. I remember Jeff Burr, who also directed Puppet Master 5, said that there was supposed to be kind of like one long movie, kind of a continuation but they separated it into essentially 2 movies. And I remember the Puppet Master, they're all basically taking on other creatures, and they're kind of, you know, bad turning into good a little bit. It's been a while. I'm looking forward to revisiting this one. Jeff Burr also directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Leatherface, which just got a really good release too from Warner Archive. But Full Moon is, I like what they're doing. They're releasing a lot of their retro stuff, which I do enjoy. And I would like to see, I know the newest Puppet Master wasn't released through them. I think RLJ Entertainment released it. I'd love to get a complete box set, though, with all the newer Puppet Master ones, too. I know they've done previous ones, but with all the, you know, Axis of Evil and all that kind of stuff thrown in there. This one has director commentary from Jeff Burr, too. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they're doing in the future. They've done, you know, all the Evil Bong movies, all the different crazy stuff like that, Ginger Dead Man. Yeah, so they have a whole line of franchise stuff they can continue releasing, and they're putting out a lot of their older stuff now, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in the future for their films too. But Puppet Master 4, and then Castle Freak. I've been meaning to pick this up on Blu-ray for a while. I haven't seen it in a bit. I still have the DVD of it. I like the DVD cover a little bit different. I know the UK has a Blu-ray release. I like the cover for their the UK release. But one thing I always remember about this one was the nipple scene when he bites off the girl's nipple. Crazy ridiculous. But yeah, this one to me is, I remember watching it and just one of the earlier, like, really ones that kind of creeped me out as a kid. Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton. Yeah, I remember I'm trying to remember the whole storyline, but it's basically this creature in this old castle, and their family's like moving in there. Yeah, they inherited the castle. There it is. But yeah, it's just a really creepy looking, you know, castle freak in a castle essentially. But yeah, Stuart Gordon, Castle Speak with Stuart Gordon, Video Zone, William Shatner interview, Stuart Gordon, Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton, trailers. So a lot of interviews on here. If you're a fan of it, some good special features. Looking forward to checking out the transfer to see how that is. I think this was like an earlier Full Moon one. I think I remember hearing some of the transfers early on were a little problematic, but it's still, as long as it's an upgrade over the DVD, I will be happy. But yeah, look how creepy. Love it. So I'm looking forward to checking this out in HD. Those are the 4 pickups right there from Full Moon. If you've seen them, definitely let me know what you think of them, and let me know what was your favorite as well. Again, this Prehysteria has a couple sequels, and I like what they're doing with the spines too, the numbering of the spines. I like when certain companies do that. I think that's kind of cool if you are a collector of these particular companies. You can line them all up. And I like the slip covers as well. I hope they do more slip covers. And this is a nice glossy slip cover. Again, nostalgia doesn't quite live up to the memory of it, especially the ending. But it's fun to see these little dinosaurs and the kids interacting. I think it's a fun family movie still. This Pet Shop is just a weird oddity movie. Not a good movie. Yeah, Terry Kaiser's interesting to see him in here. He was pretty entertaining. Puppet Master 4. I do like the Puppet Master movies. And Castle Freak. I love Castle Freak. Let me know what your favorite Full Moon movie is. For me, it's got to be Tourist Trap. Tourist Trap is one of my all-time favorite movies. One of my all-time favorite slashers, too. A really good supernatural slasher with Chuck Connors as Mr. Slauson. Creepy mannequins. Absolutely love it. But there you go. There's the Full Moon Blu-ray mail day. These just came. Wanted to go ahead and do a quick update for it before I got too busy for the rest of the day. Thank you guys for tuning in, continuing to support me. I really do appreciate it. Look forward to more reviews coming up in the future, as well as Blu-ray updates and things like that. Again, leave me those comments down below, and hope everybody's doing well. Take care.